I think I'm back. I think I kicked... I gotta move that. I think I kicked the cord down there. The webcam is so sensitive. I think I'm kicking the camera cord and it freezes up the camera. So this is going to be the third the third stream. Anyway, I'm going to be wrapping it up here pretty soon. I got to get some videos recorded, figure out what I'm going to eat. I don't feel like fasting tonight. I've not eaten all day. I had peanut butter last night for dinner. I had like maybe 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter. I could tell you guys some childhood stories. Give you nightmares. I got plenty of those. Well, most of them are not appropriate. Not appropriate for YouTube. A member's idea? Traumatic story. It's story time with Big E. This series is called Traumatic Childhood Events. Yes. And where that trauma went, what it formed this young man into, what a lunatic he became because of those events. Oh, man. What didn't happen? That's a better question. Yeah, the stream crapped out, Duck. I had, I kicked the cable. Actually, I think I kicked the stand. The camera is, there's a ring light. The camera's mounted in between, in the middle of the ring light, and then there's a big stand. And I think I kicked the foot, which caused the camera to shake. The smallest movement of this webcam does freeze it up, but that happens with my other webcams as well. Just to that USB connection, it moves a little bit, breaks the signal, I guess. The Hulk. Yeah, I thought I was. There actually just wasn't any thought to it. That fighting stuff. I just saw red. I don't even remember a lot of the fights I got into. Sometimes kick my power bar. It hits the wood my PC sits on. Oh, that's not good. Oh, it flips the side button. Yeah. Dude, when I used to do second level desktop support as an IT technician, I can't tell you how many times I had tickets to go out to a user or a client's desk because of a power issue. And it would be that they had just clicked the button, shut their power bar off. Now, usually when I saw a ticket like that, I would try to call them at their desk and say, hey, do you mind just crawling under your desk and flipping that red switch on the side of the power? And most people wouldn't even want to do it. They just, sometimes I could literally hear them pretending they were under the desk looking, but they just didn't do it, which means I would have to go out there, 4th floor at the hospital or something, to this person's desk. Just literally click. Oh, I thought I checked that. Another thing that I used to get a lot is my computer won't cut on, right? My computer won't cut on. They're talking about their monitor. People used to think that their monitors, this is back when you had cathode ray tubes, CRTs, the big, heavy, literally the power button on the monitor would be off, but they thought that was their computer. And they would call the actual computer their hard drives. Like the whole thing was their hard drive. Oh, man. So I used to do a little educating whenever I got a ticket, depending on the person. Sometimes people don't want to be bothered. Just like, come out here and fix it, punk. Yeah. You should watch The Defeat of the Jailer. They made a cinematic. It's a creepy end. Yeah, I've not seen it, but I kind of want to experience that with the Goblin if we get that far into the Goblin. All these cinematics I've never even seen before. There was a cinematic with Helya, I think with Helya in the Goblin that came out today. There was a Jailer cinematic. I've never seen any of those. So it's cool to experience those things for the first time, like in-game as I'm playing, trying to go with the story. My father once took his laptop to Geek Squad at Best Buy because the laptop wouldn't charge. The cable was cut. They told him to buy a new hard drive to fix the issue. Yeah, I don't trust. Dude, check this out. Years ago, what was my problem? So, Blizzard had changed something in the game. I can't remember what it was, but I opened a ticket with Blizzard because it was something that had changed, and it was something small, but it was driving me crazy. Dude, I got feedback from a Blizzard employee who told me to format my hard drive to fix an in-game issue that I was having with the game. And I was a technician at the time. And I remember, like, responding to this guy's ticket, like, are you out of your fucking mind? I don't think I said that, but I was like, look, no offense, but is there somebody else I could speak to? So what this guy did, this obviously was a new employee, or he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. I felt a little bit bad for him because he escalated the ticket. I had like this, some other tech who knew what he was doing respond almost immediately. He's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know what that was. Apologizing on behalf of this technician, this kid. That kid probably, hopefully he didn't get fired. But he told me to format my hard drive. He told me to uninstall the game and then format my hard drive. Yeah. Okay, so just all my personal shit, I don't need that. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. He probably had just started working there, I would imagine, on the help desk. I got to beat the raid to see it. Oh, then I'll probably never see it. Maybe save that towards the end of the Goblin Let's Play. I don't know how long of a Let's Play that's going to be. But it is fun going through these zones I've never been through. Yeah, I don't think there are a lot of cinematics in Classic, Drew. I think you're right. They started adding much more, or many more cinematics. Many more. They've always done really well with their cinematics. However, I think I made a point of this when I think we watched, I don't think I did it live. I think I did a video recording when they announced, what's the latest expansion? Dragonflight. I think I watched it and made an episode. They somehow took a step backwards with their art department, man. You guys notice that? The cinematics, they're still epic and everything, but they just don't look as good to me personally as they, like the classic ones, man. Because the characters, they kind of went this, I don't know what it is. They lost some detail, or it's a little bit more generic, the characters, and really weird. You'd think they would be like, this shit would look like real life at this point, but I gotta say, I do prefer the older style cinematics than the recent stuff, even though the story is probably still engaging and really awesome, but I don't know what happened. But the same thing with the splash screens. They changed them and they look a little bit more anime to me. When anime's fine. I like anime art style, but it's just weird how they did that, or like why they did that. Yeah, Bill, yeah. They go back to that style instead of the in-engine. Is that what it's called? The old soldier stuff. I don't even remember that. Yeah, restarting does wonders for your computer and your phone. Well, not wonders, but like I'll restart my computer after I finish live streaming because I had these crashes. Services can get hung up. Things can get progressively worse. I try to restart my PC at least once a week, you know? Not all the Big E nudes. Yeah. Format hard drive topic. I used to do so much of that. This was pre-Windows 95 and Windows 95. Working with partitions, making partitions, hiding partitions. God, man. So much, I'll say, command line stuff. Disk copy, copying file structure, certain files, copying it over to a partition, all that stuff. Used to be part of my repertoire, my bag of tools as a ground level technician. Swapping out RAM on a motherboard, swapping out hard drives, using this program called Ghost, where you'd make a backup of the drive. Those were the days. Yeah, it's cheaper. That doesn't surprise me that they decide to go cheaper. It's all about the bottom line, right? It's all about that profit margin, man. Make it as big as possible, which is just insane to me. This game is so big, so many fans, so many hardcore fans, and they are making decisions where they're cutting the quality of their game to save or to get a bigger profit for themselves instead of, you know what, let's take a little bit, not even a loss. Maybe we make a little bit less money this quarter, this year, whatever, and make it as good as we can, right? Like, where the fuck is that mentality these days? It's gone. Here he goes. The old man is winding up. The in-engine cinematics lets your character be in them. Oh, that's interesting, man. I never really thought about that before. I didn't think about that. Torment's got to head out. Thanks for the stream. Have a good night and a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out, Torment. It was fun running with you, brother. Looking forward to those upcoming episodes, dude. Have a great night, brother. I'm getting ready. I got to drop off here, too. I really do. Disk partition. That's right. That's right, man. Making it active. Got to make the partition active. Now you do all that with Disk Manager. Well, and all kinds of other tools. I don't even think you have to worry about that shit anymore. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done like hands-on stuff like that. I've been out of that game for a long time. See ya, T. The sub count in Wrath was over 12 million. It's less than 2 million now. Wow. That'll come back up with the hardcore servers. I'm both excited and I don't want to say nervous. Blizzard just, they can let you down. They can build it up and let you down. I feel like they're not going to do very much for the hardcore server. I mean, it's a hardcore server, which is good. But I kind of wish they would have, and maybe they will. I don't know that they're not going to, but I wish there were achievement levels, different things they do. You know, it's just permadeath, really. Anything else goes as far as what I've read. But I hope they do something more, man. I really do. Maybe not even achievement levels. Maybe, though, if you get to level 60, give us a mount. Do something. Make it a little bit tougher. Maybe different modes of hardcore, right? Maybe Iron Man mode. You can't have any gear above white gear. Maybe there's a mode where you can't group. You can't use the auction house, like the community rule set mode. Maybe, and then there's a PvP mode. You know, whatever you want to do. I don't know. They could do so much. Like 4 hardcore servers or whatever. I don't know. But I am hyped for the servers, I gotta say. You still use disk partition at work because when the Microsoft group upgrades a server to 12 to 16, it makes recovery partition that can't be extended. The extending of partitions. That's one thing that Disk Manager, I remember using that a lot. Windows, I don't think they had that in Windows 95. Windows 98, maybe? I remember working with NT Server and NT Workstation. God, NT Workstation, holy shit. Oh, man. Active Directory. I used to be... Well, it wasn't my official title, but I ended up doing a lot of Active Directory stuff. You know, creating users and signing privileges. I don't even remember most of the shit you could do with Active Directory. An SMS administrator. You know, you create a computer name, and then you can name that computer when you're working on it and put it on the network and join the domain and all that good stuff. Copying user privileges and permissions. If you have a user with a certain amount of rights or whatever, just copy that and apply it to the new user who's been created or added to the company. Good old days, man. Those were the good old days. What I do is practice the HC game for when the server comes out. It's going to be good. And Duck, I like your idea of a HC guild. I do like that. I'm definitely going to be doing... Now that there is going to be an actual server, will I ever get to level 60 without dying? We'll see. But I'm going to be doing a lot of attempts there. I could say that. There's a YouTube channel called Dave's Garage. He wrote most of Windows 95. Really? He's on the autism spectrum. Oh, man. That stuff like that is super interesting to me, man. Misty Mountain HC Warriors on launch. That would be kick-ass. I might... As much as I like experiencing a new, fresh server, I gotta say, trying to get an effing quest done... Like, the whole tagging of mobs is it's not for me. I hate that, man. I hate that part. I might be a day behind, honestly. Or maybe more than that. I'm going to let people push through. I'm going to be in no hurry. I just cannot stand the idea. Especially as a warrior, man. You are never going to get a tag on a mob. Unless you're in a big, giant group. You don't have anything instant, do you? You know, I don't know. I guess you have to stand on top of the mob and just fucking mash your button. That is not for me. But it is exciting. It is exciting, but at the same time, it's also annoying as hell. I'll have to check that out, Dave's Garage. Yeah, I do need to... I always take a chance, man. I always end up playing my character like it's not a hardcore character. Right? Always. I always do it. Because I get comfortable with the character. I can't get that out of my mind. I could probably do this. Yeah, it's an elite, but you know what? I always do it. We should all log on launch day? That sounds like a live stream for sure. Attack with your fist, it's faster. Is it? That's a good idea, man. Like, the people who have it made are like the AoE people, right? Like a mage. However, a level 1 mage doesn't have AoE, do they? And warlocks don't have, like, Rain of Fire. Are there level 1 characters that have the AoE stuff like that? Those are abilities you get later. Yeah, I don't think there is. I'm going through characters in my head. Maybe that's the reason for that. It's the instant, like, whatever the instant spells are. It's not going to be melee or like a hunter, I don't think. It's going to be, yeah, it would be a spellcaster who can put some kind of instant damage on the target. The hunter death was unlucky. My hunter death, or... God, I did so many characters, man. Arcane Explosion, yeah. Matthew, thanks for hanging out with us, brother. I actually have to log off, too. It's after 7. I have to get 3 episodes recorded tonight. But I just love doing this, man. Have a good night, Matthew. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Thanks for your super chat earlier. I appreciate you, dude. Yeah, Moonfire would be instant. Oh, the Blasted Lands. Oh, yeah, that was a 57... That was the Paladin. That was a 57 Dwarf Paladin with the Elite. Well, I know that thing's there now. I'm never going in there again, man. Yeah, the Ogre thing. Yeah, that was the Pally. I'm pretty sure. But I did have a Hunter that got into the 40s, I think. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to switch over to this. I would just kind of like to stay here and chat, but I've got to get these videos recorded if I want to get them out tomorrow. Pretty good stream, man. You guys make me happy. Yes, you do. In all kinds of way happy. It's good getting back on Finn, running some stuff with the dungeon. I got to get something to eat, too. See if I can find something to eat. I guess it's going to be 2 eggs and an old, smelly salad. I don't know what I'm going to do. Thanks for hanging out, Duck. Bill, Drew. I don't know who else is in here. Matthew just took off. I love you guys. Sure do. I might have to go into the change drawer. Go up to the dollar store. Get something not too healthy, but whatever I can afford. Da-da-da-da-da. I have never done that, Bill, but that sounds damn good. Lunch meat with a dab of cream cheese in the microwave? Oh, ho, ho. Man, I haven't had cream cheese in so long. Oh, I love cream cheese. I don't think I can eat it on keto. I mean, I could. Cabbage water, like Charlie Bucket. Roll it up into a ball. You got me thinking now. I gotta get food. Oh, I gotta get some food. Oh, man. All right, boys. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being members. All of you. I appreciate it. I love you guys. I will see you. I'll see you next weekend. Maybe a surprise live stream this week. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? Anyway, that's it for me. I always try to time it so it fades out just perfect. All right, guys. Have a good night. Peace.